Do you know why the pound yen moved short 200 pips during the London session on Friday? I'm going to show you why, and I'm going to tell you what you need to look out for this upcoming week on the pound yen. Let's get into it. What's going on, everyone? We are back for another weekend chart breakdown video. Today I'm going over the pound yen. I'm going to show you all of the new levels to look out for and the scenarios for the upcoming week. Okay, so first I want to go over why we had this really big short move last Friday, and that was because of this news. If we look at Forex Factory, 2 a.m. pound retail sales. So I called out that we need to look out for this news, but what I didn't know is what the numbers were going to be when they came out. So the release numbers were minus 0.3% when the forecast was positive 0.5%. So it was a 0.8% difference in the numbers. That's massive, and that's what caused this really big short push. Also, if you look, we were hitting the trend line right here. So this trend line did hold pretty well, and the same time the news came out, we were touching the trend line, and we had this really big push down. So what does this mean for trading for this week? I'm going to start on the daily chart just to get a better idea. So one thing that is very important is this wick on the bottom of Friday's candle. So even though we had really strong selling pressure all the way down to this level down here, what happened? It pushed all the way back up right before the end of the candle close. So in reality, we actually have a buy neutral candle for Friday's candle. It's not a selling candle, it's actually a buy neutral because of this big wick at the bottom. That's really important for the context of this chart. So higher time frame speaking, we're still up on this chart, very strong. We've recently broken major highs, pushed up strong, pulled back, now rejected again. So because of this, I'm going to be looking for continued buys on the pound yen. If we look at this EMA, this is the 8 EMA. Price has not closed below this 8 EMA since all the way down here, which was hundreds of pips ago. That was 500 pips ago. So as long as we maintain above this 8 EMA, not closing above it, I can see price continue long. And as long as we're continuing above previous structure. So let's look at this close here on the daily. If we look at where it closed just about at the previous high here. It's pretty much exactly the same, maybe 1 or 2 pips off. So strong rejection, all the trends are up except for the intraday time frame. So I can see continued longs. Let's go back down to the 1 hour and look at our important levels. So this 186.60 area was a very, very strong support level that got broken because of the very bad news. So we're going to look at this level as a level of potential resistance as well to see if it holds on the other side. At the same level, we also are approaching the trend line. So we could see price come up into here and then go back short again. So that's something we need to be cautious of. Another thing we could look out for is price to retrace this entire racetrack, come up to 187 at the whole number, pull back again, and then do the continuation up into the higher levels, potentially all the way into the previous highs up here at 188. So that's something that I'm going to be looking out for. That's going to be my main idea. I really want to see price break and hold above this area here at 187. So I'd like to see a strong closure above the 187, pull back, and then continuation. So something that's very telling to me about the direction and momentum of the chart and who's in control is if we have a very large move short like this and the entire move gets retraced and broken above, that's telling me that the buyers are actually much stronger than the sellers. Even if it takes multiple candles to do that, if this is real selling momentum short, it shouldn't retrace all the way back past and above. So if we can break past and above, pull back, continuations all the way into the previous highs. Now, just for some short scenarios, like I said, it could pull into here, go short down into this 186 area, or even retest the lows. I would be careful at these lows here. We could see something like a double bottom form here for a long continuation, or something we could see is just some ranging type business here going sideways. One thing I do want to point out is this upcoming week is Thanksgiving week and Black Friday and all those things. So be careful during the US session, especially later in the week. We might have some slower days, especially Thursday. It's a bank holiday on Thursday. So just be more cautious this week. Be careful trading. So one thing, if it does do a range right here, I would actually really like that to happen. So I would like if we formed a range either like this or the smaller range that I showed there, or if we range something like this. In any of these areas, I'd really like to see a range form. The reason for that is because if I zoom out, where's our previous range? The previous range is here in this box. So if we can range in either of these three areas, we're going to be ranging higher than the previous range effectively. So this is going to be higher than this one here. So what that tells me, if we're ranging higher and higher and higher, is that price wants to continue long. That's the idea. So I'd really like to see some type of range form. All right, let's jump into the news quickly for this upcoming week. Alrighty, so this is important. 1:45 p.m. on Monday, we have Governor Bailey for the Bank of England speak. So based on the news on Friday, maybe he'll say something that could affect the market again. Pretty important. Monetary policy meetings for the Aussie, for the dollar, and also for the pound this upcoming week. What else do we have? Yen bank holiday. So that will be effectively for Thursday. It shows up for Wednesday evening because of the time difference, but that'll be Thursday. And we also have the US bank holiday because of Thanksgiving. And we have all this little news on Thursday. It'll be interesting. I wonder if on Thursday for the London session, it's going to have a really big move with all this news coming out. And they're going to push the whole market because the US is going to be a slow day based on the bank holiday. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Not too much big pound news for the week, though. So not too much you need to watch out for. So it should be a pretty straightforward week trading. No big crazy moves coming out of anywhere unless the Bank of Japan intervenes or anything like that. So that's going to be it for this video. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. It really helps support the channel. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for trading. Good luck.